Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy 4th. We made it through it. Most of you guys did. We're just getting going down here in Seattle. I told you last night I got this little bar down the road. They've got this whole street lit up like a Christmas tree out here, and it's early, too. These guys are probably only a half a dozen beers in. Wait till they get a good 15, 20 in them. Boy, they're going to have this thing lit up. So if you hear any fireworks, it's not actual gunshots. I'm not shooting at anyone. Kenny Griffin's not showing at my house. I'm not under attack or anything, but it is those damn fireworks if you hear something. I want to touch on a couple things. This Citadel Connect, I found an article pretty interesting from a while back. Their dark pool, Citadel's dark pool. And then I want to touch on these HYG junk bond bets. And the reason why I wanted to do that is I ran across this son of a gun here today. Credit Suisse Zoltan warns of trouble ahead in money markets. Zoltan Pozar worked as a Federal Reserve and U.S. Treasury. Now he helps Wall Street navigate the maze of the financial plumbing. Right here, Colton says, trouble is brewing in the pipes that run beneath Wall Street, and once again, banks are calling him. Investors have started storing hundreds of billions of dollars and the Federal Reserve each night, and no one is quite sure what it means. For example, many turn to the 42-year-old Hungarian-born Credit Suisse analyst. You hear that? Kaboom! We're just getting there going here. Analyst known for accurately predicting the movements of a crane markets like reverse repurchases, right? The latest hot topic, the near $1 trillion piling up, is once obscure and little-used Fed program known as the Reverse Repurchase Facility. This just kind of goes into a little bit more about the chairman, Powell, and then because they are flooded with money from the central bank's pandemic stimulus, which has driven rates so low that there are few other places to put it, he said. They could eventually mean the repo facility draws banks' deposits and reverses away from short-term treasury bills and back to the Fed, the kind of shift that could spark unexpected volatility in unusual places. So, yeah, one more thing on this here. With unusual things happening in the market yet again, few to all that Mr. Pozar's lingo, Joshua Younger, head of interest rate derivatives strategy of J.P. Morgan and Company, said the excess cash in the repo facility could mark a sign of trouble ahead. Ugh. Yeah. So remember a few weeks ago we touched on those HYGs, the junk bonds? Something's going to happen here with this whole market madness. Like, this is this coming Friday. You notice the open interest is kind of small on this junk bond. And remember we touched on it 3 weeks ago with that massive. It didn't move much. All of those puts were out of the money. But then if you jump ahead to the 16th, massive open interest. It looks similar to it did a few weeks ago. So they keep, doubling down on these bets. There's not a lot. There's some here on the call side of things at $95. This thing's sitting at $88 right now. So probably hedging some sort of bet. But, I mean, the puts is monstrous because as you've seen from July 9th, there's really nobody really plays this thing, right? So this is supposed to be one of the ones that tanks if it did all go down. So somebody's betting something. Something's going to happen, right? Very interesting. I'll pop this article in there if you guys want to read the entire thing. I seen it and it reminded me of that whole HYG thing. Who knows? That whole reverse that's hitting a trillion. What it hit 991 last week. Eeshta, woofta. A few good things on AMC as well. Adam Aaron came out, tweeted this today. Here's the escape room trailer. Click that link right there for the trailer. An exclusive screening just for AMC shareholders a week before it release. It's free to join AMC Investor Connect, as we know, right? You can click it right there. But that's pretty darn cool. The other thing I thought was super cool, this one here, this is a big UFC fight. The UFC is obviously monstrous. I'm sure a lot of you guys are UFC fans. But I would love to, and I was thinking about that too, to watch a fight on the big screen in a theater. How cool would that be? But they're going to do it. The final chapter in the trilogy will be written on July 10th. See UFC McGregor Poirier versus McGregor 3 on the big screen at select AMC locations. I did look at my location here in Seattle. I didn't find one in Seattle. I'm going to dig a little deeper and see if there's even any in Washington. I'm not going to drive all over to do it, but that's super cool. You talk about changing and adapting with the times, AMC did. The Investor Connect was a super cool idea. That was obviously a big hit. This is pretty good, cool thing too. So nothing but good things for AMC, right? This one here, look at this. Another good piece of AMC news. F9 will pass 500 million globally this week at the box office. I think 500, that's the first time since 2019, obviously with the pandemic. Didn't do too well. So 3 pieces of good news for AMC as a company. A lot of us, we don't tend to talk about the company as a whole, but very good news for them. This was crazy. This is an old Reuters article from February 21, 2014. Citadel sees volume surge in its Citadel Connect dark pool. Citadel Securities, one of the top market makers in the U.S. stocks and listed stock options, said on Friday the volume on its off-exchange trading platform, Citadel Connect, has nearly tripled in the past year, making it one of the largest U.S. dark pools. Remember, 2014. Long time ago, right? On an average day in January, 72 million shares traded through Citadel Connect, up from an average of 25 million a year earlier. So that was obviously a big jump there. As a market maker, Citadel provides liquidity to the market by taking the other side of trades, executing around 1 of every 4 retail trades in the U.S. listed equities. Where are they at now? They're handling 47%. So, yeah, obviously bigger. By making those retail trades, which were immediately executable, available to institutional traders and other market makers in the dark pool, it's open to liquidity and might not be available otherwise. Instead of crossing the 2 market orders, we do the next best thing. We bridge the liquidity by buying from and later selling to another. Sorry, guys, my cat jumped right in my face here. So, yeah, old Citadel, right? Another good, I like Frank Nez over there. He puts together some good articles. This was a couple days old, but AMC margin call, the squeeze inevitable. I like sharing his stuff. If you scroll down there, he always does a thorough article, talks about a bunch of things in there. But if you guys want to check it out, I'll put it in there. Good dude, Frank. Lastly, this was pretty good. This got me thinking too. Important, please read. I'll pop this in there for you guys to read. It's not too long, but basically what it goes over. Shout out to Trump's Rump Dump over on the AMC Reddit page. But anyway, it's going, it's basically saying there's too much crap on the Reddit boards, right? All the good DD is getting, by the nonsense post and the memes and all of that stuff. And I think that is true. But, a lot of it is, and I've noticed that too, especially over the last 2 months, how a lot of those pages have changed. But I think if we keep it to a minimal, just put in the good DD so it doesn't get skipped over, I think that's a pretty big deal too. So that was a very good post put together by old Trump's Rump Dump. Trump's Rump Dump. Say that 10 times over. Okay, guys, that's it. We got one more day. Remember, no market tomorrow. And then we got it firing up on Tuesday. So big week ahead. All right, guys. See ya.